921.
In the Know is brought to you by American Southwest Credit Union, bringing you personal banking built on trust, relationships, and local service. 1225 west of Almine Road in Sahuarita. And it is time for another episode of In the Know, and special guest with us here in the studio, Debbie Kenyon, president of the Green Valley Council, and David McAllister, executive director. Great to have you both in the studio with us. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Andy.
Thanks for having us.
Well, tell us, first off, Debbie, you've done a couple of really big events that have just happened. One of them being, of course, the Title Fraud Forum. How did that go?
We just wrapped up the fourth one. I guess always save the best for last. We had 185 people at the Green Valley Baptist Church, fully engaged with David's and my presentation on title fraud, and then of course our great friends at the Sheriff's Auxiliary Volunteers did their huge scam and fraud presentation. So we had a wrapped audience. Those who couldn't make it, you can catch it on YouTube. All you have to do is Google the Green Valley Baptist Church Fraud Forum. And they taped it for us live. So please, anyone who missed it, it's just a great opportunity. So in total, 401 direct engagements that we put on, and then tying onto that, we collected and have officially scanned and submitted 1,823 petition signatures for our legislators to do something about title fraud.
Yeah, it's something. Is it eye-opening? Do you notice a lot of people that come out to this had no idea how easy it is?
None. And a lot of them are attorneys, who have worked in estates and just said they had no idea it was this prevalent. Yeah. And so I think it was a great service. It was a great engagement that we did with this. And as I mentioned, the supervisor now has it. It will be going to the county lobbyist, and then we'll be sending out the scanned documents also to our state legislators and to our District 6 congressmen.
Great stuff. David,
absolutely.
Executive Director, what do you do for the Green Valley Council?
I try to do as little as possible. No, I'm just kidding. No, so it really is a combination of a lot of administrative work, a lot of community engagement. I'd like to be out in the community, meeting with HOAs, meeting with community groups, meeting with faith groups, and really just kind of working, because that's really what we're able to do at the Green Valley Council. And I think that's what makes Green Valley so unique, is that we are big enough to where we have a lot of these issues that come up, and that we have these opportunities to work with communities and educate people. But I think we're small enough to where we can still have a lot of face-to-face interactions. And I think that's just how Green Valley works. And I know that we appreciate being able to actually meet folks, where they're at in the community, and really have that one-on-one dialogue with people. And so having the ability to do so has really, I think, been great for the council and great for the community to have that option available.
Well, plus it also gives you a chance to meet with the legislators and the people that in the community that can be a big part of helping out, right? Mm-hmm. Now, we also have coming up, and as a good safety measure, Monsoon Madness.
Monsoon Madness. Yeah. David and I were just getting the prep ready for that this morning. So that'll be coming up on June 4th, again at CPAC. All the usual suspects will be there from our good friends at NOAA. The search and rescue team will be there. Our utility providers will be there. Sheriff's Auxiliary will be there. And Fire District will be there. So it will be, again, yet another fabulous safety presentation that we will be giving the community.
That's good stuff. David, are you surprised usually by the turnout on this?
I think I'm very pleasantly surprised. One of the things that I'm really surprised about is that we have folks who have been living in Green Valley for a long time that even they come back. I mean, even if you're an established resident, there's still so much more to learn. And, of course, our monsoon season, it fluctuates every year. Sometimes it's less severe. We've recently been ramping up in severity. The NOAA folks told us that this year we're looking at an increase in both the severity of storms and an increase in rainfall. But I think it's great information. Obviously, if you're new to Green Valley and you've never lived through this is great information for you to have. But, if you've lived in Green Valley for a long time, it never hurts to get a refresher on this important safety and preparedness information. So,
great raffle prizes. We're going to be raffling off some go bags, some valises, document valises that, you need to have your documents in there in case you have to bug out.
Yeah.
And then one big prize, if you're a pet owner, we're going to have a pet go bag too that we're going to be raffling off.
Now, these
So
ones from Bruce Fisher with the go bags, I just know that these are great to have.
these
Bruce
are great
makes
to have.
them.
No, they're
Yeah.
not with Bruce, although we will hopefully be talking to Bruce sometime soon
That'd be good.
about that. But these are bags that we have picked up and have raffled off. We raffled off a bunch last year too. But
Right.
people need to have their stuff ready in case they have to leave their home quickly.
It's interesting. I don't know about you guys, but if you talk to people, everybody will say we had an early heat, which means we're going to have a really good monsoon season. Good depending on how you look at it. I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I've been here for 15 years almost, and this is the only place I've lived where people talk about the weather someplace else more than they do here because they can't predict it here.
It's true. Good
so,
point.
It's never really ever been accurate as far as I can determine.
Yeah.
So
It changes so
it
much.
sure does.
All right. So we also have the Green Valley Council Community Resource Center. What is that all about?
Well, we have acquired a lot. The county is going to let us build on their government complex.
Ooh.
And this Community Resource Center is really the next stage that we're moving into in the community and in the resources that we provide for the community. We find ourselves holding forums that we have to replicate but don't really have the accessibility to secure another room because we secure rooms from one of our good community partners, Green Valley Recreation. And we are finding ourselves with the services that we are providing now. There is a dearth of space available that can accommodate a lot of what we could be offering our community. So the biggest purpose of the community center is one-stop shopping for all of their governmental needs. We'll be able to accommodate everything in that building. We'll have a couple of additional offices that we can stage county personnel in,
Nice.
state personnel in, our federal personnel in, our community providers can do it. But the biggest selling point for us is the 1,284 square foot conference room,
Yeah.
which means every meeting that we would host, we would be able to do on site.
On site.
And then as necessary, host subsequent meetings. It would also be a facility that our HOA partners would be able to host their meetings that they might not be able to secure a site for. So
Right.
truly a community resource center.
It looks great. And I'm looking at this conference room layout. I'm thinking that's going to be, I could picture so many different ways, whether it's a
Absolutely.
conference, an event, the whole bit, trade show, the whole bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. If somebody wants to get more information about the Green Valley Council, Debbie, how can they reach out?
info@gvcouncil.org, or they can call our office, 520-648-1936. And we always have someone there to answer questions.
David, what's the most exciting thing that you think is coming up right now? I mean, when you look at all the stuff, you've got the Monsoon Madness event, Green Valley Community Council Resource Center, seeing this come to fruition, that's got to be exciting.
I think that's going to be the biggest thing for us. I think for Green Valley, the way we've operated and the way the council's operated and the way we've been the voice for over 52 years now, my personal take on it is kind of like a town hall, a city hall for Green Valley, which obviously we don't have being an unincorporated town. So to be able to actually, we've kind of served that civic administrator role. Now this is the space that's going to allow us to really move forward
Nice.
and kind of really ramp up that position that we've held for 52 years in Green Valley. And again, like I said, it allows us to offer so much more to the community. So we're very excited about it. That's.
I mean,
I
we
think
can put together a forum in probably 24 hours. Then we have to have the space to put on the forum.
Exactly.
So this would allow us that opportunity. It will allow us far more flexibility when we're interfacing with the county, because now we will be able to have a site where we can bring them down and we can show them where their county dollars are going to. And I think that's important.
Think having the ability to be a one-stop shop for information and resources, that way Green Valley folks don't have to drive to Tucson. You don't have to hunt around. Where do I go for this? Where do I go for that? It's all in one place, all under one roof.
Yeah.
in the government complex.
Right, we'll have a terminal available, that will, connect directly to Pima County, so someone can come in and look up where their lot is, look up where this is, and have people there who can help and support them. So, it's just the next step.
Great
So
stuff.
we either stay where we're at or we continue to grow.
Awesome. Great stuff. Debbie Kenyon, David McAllister, thank you so much for coming in today.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. And that's wrapping up this week's In the Know.